Я поражен. Яханка совершенно преобразилась. Она говорила как настоящий проповедник. Я этого не ожидал. И, должен сказать, она произвела впечатление на своих слушателей. Я уже... Куда ты побежала? Это не ты? А, вон она стоит. Гута.
Johanka,
Not now. Please. I need peace and quiet for a while. I must sit down.
please. It's very important. The way you spoke, it sounded so true. I even had a feeling the earth shook beneath my feet when you spoke. I have some trouble. And I didn't know who to go to until I heard you speak.
Not now. Please. I can't.
But you were just talking about helping your neighbor.
All right. But quickly, I beg you.
It's about my husband, Ambrose, the tailor. He's
Пошла в
good to
жопу.
me. He's an honest tradesman and
А,
a
блин,
skilled
поговорить
one.
нельзя.
But he keeps playing dice. He sits at that table late into the night, and more than once he lost a small fortune.
I'm sorry to hear that. But I don't know how I could help.
I want him to stop, but he won't listen to me. I'm at a loss what to do. I thought maybe if you were to go and have a word with him.
Oh. All right. I'll come and see you when I have some time to spare.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
Я уже забыл, как играть в эту игру.
God be with you, Henry.
Я офигел с того, как зашел в игру, и тут сразу замечаешь такие вещи, как персонажи идут и плюют на то, что ты стоишь. Просто через тебя проходят.
My word, Johanka. That speech of yours on the square. I swear I never heard anything like it in my life.
Let's talk about it later. Right now, Guta, the Sasau tailor's wife, came to talk to me, and she was quite desperate. Did you hear?
Не, я не слышал. Да, слышал.
Yes, I heard everything. So give her some advice then.
But I don't know what to tell her. Our lady didn't prepare me for anything like that.
Твои слова произвели на нее впечатление.
Oh, that's what you wanted, isn't it? Your words didn't fall on deaf ears. And now you can't let people down when they come to you.
I suppose you're right. We ought to try and do something.
We?
Be quiet and think. We have to find a way.
Jesus, you're really full of holy fire.
Stop blaspheming and start thinking how we can get Ambrose to give up his dice playing.
Выбить из него всю дурь. Раздеть его до нитки.
Supposing Ambrose were to lose enough to make him regret it. If he were to lose something really important. Mal was used to scold me by saying, one day you'll go too far and then you'll be sorry.
That's it, Henry. Ambrose has to realize for himself how he's harming others, and most of all his wife and himself. Thank you.
Glad to be of help.
But I can't go anywhere. Never mind playing dice in taverns. I've too much work to do. But you could.
Окей.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Henry. Go and see the tailor's wife and sort it out with her. I have to go back now. Goodbye.
Спасибо за задание. Так. А где она? В синем платье. Да она уже ушла, я ее не вижу. Может, ее на карте покажут. Так, где ты? А, ты у портного прям там, в хижине. Понятно. Вот она. Я же у них тут ткань тырил.
Good morning.
Доброе. Меня прислала Яханка.
Johanka sent me. She asked me to help you with your trouble.
She did. That's wonderful. But she said she'd come herself.
Well, she's up to her ears in work. And besides, we figured your husband wouldn't pay much attention to a woman, since he doesn't even listen to you.
I'm afraid that's true. What now, though?
Well, Johanka thought it would help if Ambrose saw how playing dice was no good either for himself or for you.
Ha! I've been telling him off about it for years to no avail. I even took his dice several times. But he always gets new ones.
You won't get anywhere telling him off. Ambrose has to realize it for himself. If he lost everything he has to me, that would teach him a lesson. And then I talk to him man to man.
Oh, God, no. I want him to stop playing, not to lose the roof over our heads.
No, don't worry. Whatever I win from him, I'll give it back to you. But first, he really has to believe he's lost everything.
Do you swear, by the Virgin Mary, to give everything back?
Прикольно, что мне выбор дают. Поверь мне на слово. Клянусь, что все верну. Поверь.
I'm not going to make a sacred oath over such a worldly thing. My word should be enough.
If you won't swear to give everything back, forget it.
Ты мне не доверяешь?
Come on, don't tell me you don't trust me. After all, Johanka sent me. I'm doing this for your own good. And your husband's, am I not?
That's true enough. Very well, then. If you think it'll help, take him for everything he has.
А где можно его найти?
Where can I find Ambrose?
He's not here now. He's getting ready for a trip to Kuttenberg on some business or other. No doubt you'll find him at the inn. You'd better hurry if you want to catch him. He said he wants to leave soon.
Он станет со мной играть?
Do you think he'll want to play with me?
Well, he promised not long ago he'd quit. But I'll believe it when I see it. He'll keep playing, especially when he's had a drink or two. And if he's feeling lucky, he'll lose his head entirely and play till the early hours.
All right. Thanks for the advice.
Goodbye.
Так, а что, пить? Я не хочу пить. Может, у меня получится и без этого всего. После проповеди к ней подошла жена. Йоханка без этого дела по горло, бла-бла-бла. Выигрываем Амвросия все до гроша, чтобы раз и навсегда отучить. Не обязательно. Я не хочу играть с ним, но могу напоить в усмерть, забрать у него все деньги, а потом убедить, что он проиграл их в кости. Это его проучит. Нужно выиграть у Амвросия все до последнего гроша, чтобы отбить ему желание играть в кости. Придется ввести его в искушение, ввести, пару раз уступив, и посмотреть, клюнет ли он на приманку. Откладывать некуда, он скоро уедет в Кутнагору, и нового случая его обыграть мне может не представиться. Можно просто растолковать, типа это все не обязательно. Но сработает ли это? Конечно, хотелось бы его обыграть, но чтобы он почуял удачу, что мне нужно сделать? Пару раз проиграть? Или что? Ну, либо проиграть нужно ему игру прям, или раунд проиграть. Раунд можно вполне проиграть. Так, а где этот дебил? Так, ты кто? Горожанин. Горожанин, это корчмар. А где ты находишься-то, ё-моё? А, ты внутри. Сидит.
Well, Goodman Ambrose.
Yes. Is there something I could do for you?
I heard you were about to leave for Kuttenberg.
Aye. Sir Sebastian von Berg ordered new clothes and he won't settle for anything but the best. I have to go and buy some fine linen, brocade and other things. I'm taking 600 groschen to pay for it all. I'll make him the finest garments ever.
Ah, I see.
Все разболтал.
Well, Sir Sebastian's a man who doesn't like to be disappointed.
True indeed. I'll be on my way just as soon as the horse is shod and the wagon hitched up.
Так,
I'm honored that you should come to me.
нам с тобой надо... А, я не хочу выпить. Так, а как сыграть? Не хочу играть. Напоить можно. Забрать деньги. Потом убедить, что он проиграл в кости. Амвросий похвалялся, что взял с собой для закупа ткани в Кутнагоре 600 грошей. Если я выиграю у него все до последнего грошика, это его здорово проучит. Но мне нужно по меньшей мере 1300 грошей, чтобы оставаться в игре. Так, а почему нет варианта разговора такого? Из-за того, что денег не хватает? Или из-за того, что мы не выпили? Блин, пить надо. Ладно. Ну, выпить и тогда поиграть.
Let's have a drink together to pass the time while you're waiting, eh? On me.
That's kind of you, lad. Good health.
Прям за отдельный столик сели.
You look like a fellow who's been around. Tell me, what's going on in the countryside? Are the roads safe?
С тех пор, как мы вышибли, в округе хозяйничала шайка. Войско сожгло скалицу, марходедах. Так ты едешь до самой Кутной горы? Как насчет сыграть? Ну, надо же выпить, да? Че, едешь до Кутной горы?
So, you're going to Kuttenberg, eh?
That's right.
That's nice. I've never been there. What's it like?
That's great, lad. Grand it is. Kuttenberg is a big town, strong walls, and more churches than you'd count on your fingers. Even the king himself has a palace there, and it's packed with people. When there's a fair, the whole town is on its feet. You've never seen the like. But the city elders are troubled now. Sigismund and his army are camped near the town, and nothing good can come of that.
Надеюсь, ты прибудешь туда целым и невредимым. Одну кружку выпиваю. Сигизмунд, сволочь. 2 кружки. Насколько пить? Вообще непонятно, сколько пить. Ну, типа, я понял, что он алкаш. Ладно, пусть будет 2.
The devil take that damn Sigismund. He's done damage enough here already.
My word, lad, what's got into you?
I'm from Scallis. Sigismund's army laid waste to the place.
Oh, I'm sorry. That must have been awful.
Awful hardly describes it. I'd tell you about it, but first I'd have to drink. A lot.
Let's drink.
О, кружки показывают. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 кружек.
I think I overdid it a bit.
Кружки видел? Кружек... Я видел на столе, кружек было больше вроде. То есть он... То есть я должен выпить, наверное, все эти кружки? С тех пор, как мы вышибли разбойников из Прибыславицы, стало куда... Чё там безопаснее?
Oh, it's safer in the province now. There was a pack of enemy cutthroats holed up in Pribyslavitz, north of Talmberg. Mercenaries, bandits, humans, and other rabble. But we attacked them and smashed them to pieces. So yes, the roads are safer now.
My word. And who led the attack?
Пан Рацик, храбрый... Ну, 3 я точно не выпью. Пан Рацик, кобыла. Или кобыла.
The royal
Кобыла.
Let's drink to Sir Radzig.
Yes, to the bold Sir Radzig Kobila.
И я там был.
And to his loyal servant, the bold Henry of Scallis.
Aye, we'll drink to you too. Bold Henry of Scallis.
Еще 8.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, that was a close thing. Oh, I'd better watch it.
Ему уже плохо. В округе хозяйничала шайка разбойников.
Well, there was a band of brigands on the rampage in the province. They attacked the stud farm at Neuhof, killed old Smill, the owner, and torched the stables.
So it's true then. I heard some talk about it, but I thought it was exaggerated. Maybe I should take an escort with me.
Ужасное было зрелище, все в порядке, я нагнал тех разбойников. Сотник Бернард со своими людьми догнал их. Можно не пить. Ну блин, с одной стороны надо... Давай попробую.
Not to worry. Fortunately, I caught up with those bastards and put a stop to their pillaging.
That's good news indeed. Let's drink to your accomplishment.
It was no easy matter, I can tell you. They were cleverly holed up, but they weren't smart enough for me. Ha! To my wits.
Ha-ha, to
Выдержу.
your wits.
Tell you what, Ambrose. Let's drink to
Уже напился.
your wife.
Ha! She wouldn't appreciate it much if she saw us now. I say we've had enough to drink. The wife would take the broom to me if she knew. What with an important trip ahead of me.
Wait though. I have to tell you something. About dice. Right?
Напился сам. Ну, конечно же, очнулся возле сортира. А где это там в России? А, все там же. Так, а есть что от подхмелья? Вот он сидит. Чем мы вчера затеяли? В смысле, 4 часа спал, все.
Ambrose, what the hell happened yesterday? My head is pounding and my mouth feels like a charcoal kiln.
I'm not surprised. After the way you was swilling yesterday. You blacked out for a while. Then you got your second wind and started up again. You were telling me about your Sir Hanush and what a rough sort he is. Then you announced it was late and you had to go to Ratai and close the tavern or Sir Hanush would kick your ass. Then you said you had to take a piss before going. You went outside and never came back.
Oh, fuck.
Убеди Амвросия.
Hey, Ambrose. I have to tell you something. It was all supposed to be a bit different.
Oh,
Here we are.
I figured you were making everything up.
No, that's not what I mean. Listen, it was your wife who sent me to you. To get you to stop gambling, see? She's really fed up with it. But it's up to you. You should quit. For her sake, for your own sake.
What? The pair of you were plotting against me? She doesn't understand. And neither do you. Whatever I lose, I'll win back later. I've got it all figured out. Those poor bastards in Kuttenberg won't know what's hit them when they see how old Ambrose rolls them dice.
But Ambrose, listen.
I don't want to hear another word about it from you or from Guta.
Oh, shit.
God be with you.
Так, напоить его не получилось. Хорошо.
Henry!
Насчет жены портного.
I went to see the tailor's wife, like you wanted.
Oh, and how did it go?
It looked promising to begin with, but then Ambrose dug his heels in and wouldn't listen to reason.
That's a shame. But I'm sure you did everything you could. Maybe in time he'll come round. Thanks for trying, Henry.
How are things going otherwise?
You wouldn't believe what happened. One of the bathhouse wenches came to me.
Oh? What does she want?
She said she wanted to find a different job. Something more virtuous. She said she decided to change her life after listening to me on the square.
Видишь, что ты можешь? Что, только одна девушка? Видишь, что ты можешь?
See what you're capable of? Our lady didn't pick you for nothing. You help everyone around you. I think you're really great, Johanka.
That's very sweet of you, Henry. Thank you. If only there were more like that, though.
Ты права.
Yes, indeed. I might know of someone. There's this prostitute in Ledechko. Adela, her name is.
And how do you know her?
Мы познакомились в купальне во время расследования. По квесту, помнишь? Сюжету.
I happened across her by chance when I was tracking the Neuhof raiders. Don't look at me like that. She was mixed up with one of them and I had to question her. I wouldn't say she was particularly happy there either.
That sounds promising, Henry. We should try and help her.
But how?
I'm not sure, but maybe we could persuade her to give up what she's doing and find a different job. If she works at the baths, she'll surely have knowledge of some basic things.
What basic things? Laundry?
No, she'd know about healing wounds, health-giving decoctions, bloodletting and the like. And I could certainly use a second pair of hands here.
Я поеду прямо сейчас.
You're right. I'll head off right now. If it's the will of the Blessed Virgin, it must be done.
Henry, please try and convince her. I can find a place for her here. God be with.
А меня Блин, думал, сейчас сделают быстрое перемещение, а это вот надо самому скакать. Спасибо.
If you want to go inside, you'll have to wait until tomorrow.
Почему мне нужно ждать? Я хочу сейчас зайти.
What are you looking for? You'd better not disturb anyone here.
Рот закрой.
You want another? Do you?
You won't get away with it.
Алло.
Are you yanking my pizzle? I said get out.
Я никуда не уйду.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm here for Adela.
For Adela? But I paid for that whore.
Не смей называть ее шлюхой. Ладно, мы можем договориться.
I'm sure we can come to some agreement.
Я донесу на тебя, Рихтер. Ты что, не знаешь меня? Красноречие.
Have you any idea the shit I can land you in if I have a word with the bailiff?
The bailiff doesn't care about some whore.
Maybe, maybe not. He might care about your sodomy, though, if I give him an eyewitness account.
Fucking hell. What do you want from me?
Get out!
You'll pay me back
Fuck.
for this.
I don't need this shit. But you haven't heard the last of this, fucker. I'll cut your fucking throat for that.
А ты тоже вали отсюда. Приперлась.
What in God's name have you done?
I saved you.
Oh my God. Hedslim will kill me if Marouche doesn't first.
Маруш?
Marush,
The proprietor.
everything will be alright.
All right. You said that about Hinnick when you were looking for him, and he ended up dead.
Уходи отсюда.
Leave this place. I'll help you.
What? Why? What are you on about?
Почему ты так живешь?
Why do you live like this? Why don't you just leave?
How? Like I should just drop everything here, pack my things and go off to see someone I don't even know?
Когда ты так говоришь, звучит
Why
глупо.
not?
Почему нет?
It's madness. It's like starting all over from the beginning.
And why did you become, you know,
A prostitute.
yeah.
If you're expecting to hear some touching tale about a poor girl tossed around by fate, you'll be disappointed. I didn't want a husband, and I needed money.
So just for money?
What do you think I do it for? Love? Have you got a problem with that?
Нет.
No. Everyone has to make a living, but you don't have to be a bath maid.
So what else should I do, in your opinion?
Почему бы тебе не выйти замуж? Найдешь другую работу.
You can just find yourself a different livelihood.
Why? What's wrong with the one I have?
Ты не сможешь вечно этим заниматься, ты живешь в грехе, ты изгой, ты могла бы заняться чем-нибудь другим. Ты живешь в грехе, да и вплевать на грех. Ты не сможешь вечно этим заниматься. Почему? Ну, давай так скажу.
What about when you get older? Do you think the men will still come to you?
That's true, unfortunately.
Ты можешь подхватить какую-нибудь болезнь.
You can't go on like this forever. You could catch some nasty disease.
What do you know about such things?
I've seen plenty, believe me. Maybe too much.
Oh, sorry. I try not to think too much about that.
Well, maybe you should. The apothecary and rat-eye could tell you a lot about the ailments people come to him with.
I'm still not sure.
Ты живешь в грехе, ты изгой. Могла бы заняться чем-нибудь другим.
Haven't you ever thought of doing something different?
Like what?
Ты можешь оставаться банщицей, не торгуя собой. Помогай больным, что насчет ремесла. Работай на чем-нибудь подворье, помогай в шахтах. Стань вдовой. Помогай больным.
Well, wouldn't you like to help the sick?
That's a lot of work, isn't it?
Yes, but you'd have nothing to be ashamed of.
I suppose not. You know, you might be right about some things.
So you'll leave it?
how? Where would I go? What would I live on?
Wouldn't you like to help in the infirmary at Sasau Monastery?
Would they let me?
You're a bath maid who knows something about healing. They'd be glad to have you.
But where will I live?
Well, there, of course. It's modest, but you'll have everything you need.
I'm not used to much anyway.
See then? I reckon you've nothing to worry about.
All right. Will we go right away?
Да.
We can go right now. Come on then.
All right. I'll just say farewell to the girls and pack a few things. Mother of God, I'm all in a flutter. To pack up and go, just like that.
You're doing the right thing. You'll see.
Goodbye.
А то, что я так все серьезно делаю, потому что пути Господни неисповедимы. Пришел, забрал, захотел, потому что. Почему захотел? Потому что на то воля Божья. О, это типа вы, что ли, вот пришли драться за того паренька? Ну-ка. Воу. Ты будешь мне помогать, пес? Ну, конечно, начинается вот это, блин, тупизм. Собака тупая просто не помогает мне. И не обходят, прям забегают за спину. Это очень серьезно. Так, отдыхай, Генри. За спину забегают, прям серьезно забегают. Такого не было. Да нет, не привязывайся к нему. Хочу камеру повернуть, и он не отвязывается. Ну ты видишь, да, что происходит? Прям за спину забегает. Ну-ка. Пес вообще не помогает, к сожалению. А я ничего выпить не могу, у меня здоровье 3. Ну ладно. Раз вы так со мной поступаете, хорошо. Надеюсь, я доживу. Блин, не попал. Кто здесь? Я здесь вообще-то. Да блин, ну почему ты промахиваешься? Поддельник какой-то, видишь? Называется. Все, игра заглючила. Потому что они меня потеряли. Дураки. Так, из боя вышел. Все, кровь остановил. Здоровье. Питомцы. Зелье Лазаря. Все. Так, у тебя тут было что-то, да? Качественная стрела, 3 штуки. А почему ты их не наденешь-то? А где эта курица? Я же вместе с ней шел. Бля, идет и такой, что это? Да почему ты не попадаешь? Да что происходит с этой игрой? Анекдот какой-то, да что ты будешь делать? По собаке попадая. Это какой-то баганный бой. Толченый рог единорога есть. Защитить-то я защитила. Где она? Просто стоит. Понятно.
you alright?
Yes, I'm fine. It's you they were after mostly. And are you all right?
Да нормально, пару царапин.
Just a scratch or two. Those idiots didn't know who they were taking on.
Good. The sooner we go, the better. I don't want to stay here any longer.
Хорошо, пойдем.
Let's go then.
God be with you.
Я даже стрелы собирать не буду. Вообще, те псины там что-то бегают, эти прям, ну прям вообще за спину. То ли я от этого отвык, то ли просто я такого не помню, чтобы они прям за спину забегали. Но с другой стороны, да, надо было просто то ли на камень, то ли куда-нибудь убежать. Конечно, я молодец, блин, против троих сражаюсь. Но ничего, выжил, и это самое главное.
Give it a while and you'll be happy here. Believe me.
Oh, Henry. I'm starting to have a good feeling about this. Maybe I'll really find happiness here.
I'm sure you will. Johanka will take care of you. She's very good at that.
You know, you're the first one to do something for me without expecting anything. And I don't have anything to give you, unless, if you wanted, for one last time, together.
Опа. Ты с этим покончил? Всего разок, в память о старых добрых времен. Ты покончила с этим.
You don't have to thank me, and you certainly don't have to offer your body to anyone. Anyone at all.
Oh, thank you, Henry. Thank you.
На здоровье. Меня отмудохали, братан. Нормально так.
For the love of God! What have you been doing?
Да просто весь в крови, что такого-то? Твоя речь на площади.
My word, Johanka. That speech of yours on the square. I swear I never heard anything like it in my life.
So, what do you think? Was it all right?
Это было прекрасно.
I'm at a loss for words. It was great. It sounded almost like it wasn't you at all. I never expected you'd say such things. Flames, a golden city, beasts of hell. It was awe-inspiring. You even put the fear of God into
Кто-то
me.
кашу
I
набирает.
heaved a sigh of relief when the Virgin Mary came and everything ended well. It was the best sermon I ever heard. I mean it.
Oh, thank you, Henry. I don't even know how I did it. I just opened my mouth and the words came by themselves. What about other people? What did they say?
Произвело на меня впечатление.
I'd say they liked it. Everyone was quite spellbound.
Oh, that's a good thing, isn't it? And do you think it made sense? That it was clear what I wanted to say?
Ясно, как божий день.
Oh yes, clear as day.
Ты предупреждала о демонах. Ты велела нам быть добродетельными. Ты предупреждала о грехе гордыни. Добродетельными.
It was a warning about our sinfulness. If we're virtuous, our lady will protect us against the demons.
Yes, that's what I think her message was. Thank you, Henry. I'm glad you were there with me.
So am I. I wouldn't have missed it for the world.
Вообще-то тому парню помогал по первому заданию. Бухать надо было. Вообще-то я грешил. Больше не спишь на конюшне.
I see things are looking up for you. You even got a roof over your head. I'm glad you don't have to sleep in that stable anymore. And it seems the overseer coughed up a groschen or two in the end, eh?
Yes. I'm glad too, but it's a little bit complicated. Monastery affairs, you know. I won't bother you with the details.
Всегда все вертится вокруг денег.
Sure, intrigues over money. It's the same everywhere.
Ты уверена, что все в порядке?
You seem a bit anxious recently, like when you mentioned those monastery affairs. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. Quite all right. Why do you keep asking?
Ты можешь мне все рассказать.
I have a feeling something is troubling you. Don't you want to talk about it? You know you can tell me anything, right?
Oh, Henry. If only you knew.
What's the matter?
Sir Sebastian. He kept coming here, always bringing me gifts, a dress, a piece of jewelry. He was so persistent. I was completely worn out from everything. And he was the only one here who showed me any sympathy, any understanding. He was quite kind, actually. And then once, more than once, I went with him. Then he had this room cleared out and gave it to me.
Ты не виновата.
But you're not to blame. These things happen. He's a noble, and he can do whatever he feels like. Took advantage of you.
But it's all over, I swear. Since I started having those dreams, I haven't been with him.
Я слушаю.
I sold all the things he gave me and bought food and supplies for the sick. I still feel terrible about it. I think maybe it's because of me that Matthias isn't getting better. If I had been more virtuous...
Don't be so hard on yourself. The important thing is you ended it, and you tried to make amends.
So ashamed, Henry. Please forgive me, and don't tell Matthias or anyone else, I beg you.
I won't breathe a word. I promise.
Thank you, Henry. Thank you. I feel relieved for telling you. You're so understanding.
Take care.
Интересно, а пойти сказать жене про ее сына портного? О, от мужа портного. Что-то я ничего не сказал ей. Так, я был в Ледечко.
I went to Ledetsko like you asked me.
And? How did it turn out?
You were right. Turned out well with Adela. I persuaded her to leave her trade and find a more virtuous job. She's here for you.
That's great news.
I promised her you take care of her, and I brought her here. She'll help you take care of the sick and injured, like you wanted.
You did a great job, Henry. Thank you. Of course I'll take care of her. We can't let her down now.
And how are things going here?
Much the same as always. There are always wounded and sick people. I'm on my feet from morning till night. But Matthias is better. I'm glad about that. There's these troublemakers, though.
Troublemakers?
Aye. While you were gone, some thugs came here and kicked around the gifts that people brought. Then they vanished before the guards got here.
Oh? Who were they?
I didn't see them at it, but there's some fellas hanging around now by the entrance to the monastery. Maybe that's them? And whenever I go into town, they take liberties with me.
Take liberties how? Did they hurt you?
No, they just make all sorts of offensive comments on account of me speaking on the square. And when someone comes to see me, they make trouble for them. So now, almost no one wants to come here. Maybe you could have a word with them?
Я посмотрю, что можно сделать. А что насчет попечителя?
Shouldn't the custodian deal with that? It's his job, right?
Well, it is, but I don't want to ask him for anything. I don't want to feel obliged to him. I'd rather sort it out without him.
Fair enough.
Понятно.
God be with you.
Попроси попечителя разобраться. Да не, сам разберусь. Но только, блин, мне бы поспать. Потому что мне плохо.
Business here. Never
Ля.
mind making you...
Я прилег у нее поспать, она такая типа вали нахер. Ну и подруга называется. Вон они, походу, сидят.
Johanka's brain is addled. Don't be taken in by her nonsense.
Крикун.
God be with you, my good man.
Взаимно.
Likewise, pilgrim.
And to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit?
Кто вас сюда прислал?
Who sent you here?
Sent us? No one but the Holy Spirit and our Christian duty.
Скажи мне, я готов заплатить.
You
Забудь.
know what? Enough talk.
Отстань от Яханки.
Get the hell out of here and leave Johanka and everyone else here in peace. Got it?
Ah, we'd love to oblige, but we really don't feel like going anywhere. Sorry.
Прикажу заковать вас в колодки. Отстаньте, я заплачу. Платить не буду. Прикажу заковать вас.
Enough of
Колодки.
your nonsense. Clear off, and if I catch you round here again, I'll have you clapped in the pillory.
Good sir, surely you wouldn't pillory simple fellas like us just for wanting to earn a groschen. We'll be on our way, and you'll overlook our little intrusion. All right?
Get going, and don't dare come back.
Aye, we're going.
Все, валите нахер. Пойду к жене портного. Здорово.
Well, how did it go with that husband of mine?
Well, I tried all sorts of things. I did everything in my power, but nothing helped.
Oh, Henry. You were my last hope. All I can do now is pray to the Virgin Mary for a miracle.
Ничего интересного. Идет, вон. Куда поперлась? Мразь, прогнала меня с кровати.
I dealt with those troublemakers. They won't be coming back in a hurry.
Thanks, Henry. I thought they'd never go. You didn't say anything about it to the custodian, did you?
И ни словечко.
He knows nothing about it. You don't think I need the help of Sir Sebastian to deal with a few thugs, do you?
Good. I wouldn't want him to think I'm in distress.
Oh? Why's that?
Nothing. It's not important.
Глупый вопрос, чуть не понял до сих пор.
There's some merchant staying at the Wagoner's Inn who's been asking after me. Would you go with me to see him? I know those thugs are gone and it should be safe now, but...
Of course I'll go. It's only a stone's throw after all.
Погнали. Приятно, что быстрое перемещение.
Pavel of Colin, I believe you were asking for me?
Thank you for coming, Johanka. I hope you're not offended by this meeting place. I apologize, but I feel a little confused in your presence. It's your preaching. In truth, I don't know whether I'm speaking to you or the Virgin Mary.
Ничего не говори.
Oh, I'm quite taken by surprise, but it's me, Johanka, and this is Henry. What is it you wanted to see me about, Pavel?
Divine Providence led me back to Sasau after many years, and by the same grace I heard the words you preached, and my eyes were opened.
Just as the Blessed Virgin wanted. Are you troubled by some sin, Pavel?
I've encountered many things in my life, but I never before heard a true prophetess speaking. And you're right. It came to me that it was time for me to make amends for my sin of long ago, and I decided to do some deed for the common good.
You speak very eloquently, Pavel, though a bit mysteriously. I'm not sure I understand you.
I notice you have an armed escort with you.
Henry is my protector, helper, and good friend. Because not everyone in Sasau hears the words of the Virgin with the same piety as you.
This may be yet another ray of divine providence. You see, I'm looking for someone with an adventurous but honest soul. Someone who would find some wealth that I lost and donate it all to the deserving in Sasau.
Aha! Henry here could be just the man you need.
Is that so, Henry?
Да.
You won't find a more adventurous soul in these parts.
А чё он весь в крови?
That pleases me. Johanka, I'd like to thank you kindly for your visit. I don't wish to detain you any longer.
If you feel we've said all that needs to be said, I'll leave you and Henry to discuss things alone.
So,
Johanka is an exceptional person with an important mission, wouldn't you say?
Ей очень трудно приходится.
she's become quite delirious from her heavy workload and her horrific memories. But what can you do?
But someone has to deal with the procession of penitent sinners, eh?
Anyway, what is it you want help with?
It's like this. In the last year of Emperor Charles's reign, I came here to Sasau to close a profitable deal, but it didn't turn out entirely as planned, and I was obliged to hide some of my money in the woods near the town. Who would even imagine that in the ruins of an old settlement lies a real treasure trove? I tried to go and recover it myself, and I can be glad that I didn't pay for that attempt with my life, as you've probably noticed.
Заметил.
Yes. You look like you were mauled by a pack of enraged squirrels.
The truth is even more absurd. I simply lost my footing and tumbled downhill. No doubt another divine sign that I ought to leave the search to someone such as yourself.
К нам в глушь не часто купцы заглядывают. Тебе повезло, что все обошлось.
Your guardian angel must have had his work cut out, keeping you from running into Cuman patrol. Where is this treasure of yours, then? I could get the dog to sniff it out.
I'll describe the way there. You can enter the woods between the quarry and the marshland. You can see the spot from here. There's a small stream that flows into the river. Following it upstream seems simple enough, but actually it took me a long time getting up that slope. As I already said, I tripped and rolled quite a way down, after which I considered it wiser to abandon my search. As if that weren't enough, I lost my hat there.
Well, maybe it'll still be there. Unless it's been devoured by some boar with good-tasting clothing.
Who knows? If you should find it, you're welcome to have it. As you can see, I've already got a new one. Anyway, at the point where I fell, there's a forest track that joins the stream. If you follow it closely, and you'll need to keep your eyes peeled, you'll come upon the ruins of a settlement. And in one of those ruins, the money is stashed.
Right, quarry, stream, path, ruins. I should be able to remember that. And I should bring the treasure to you.
Actually, I'd rather you made the donation for me. I'm in no shape for running around now. Just come back when you've found it, or not. Meanwhile, I'll give some thought to who we shall donate the money to. Agreed?
Помогу.
Now, how could I refuse a pleasant stroll in the countryside? I'll be happy to go and look for your stash.
You are indeed an adventurous soul, Henry. As I recall, I hid there not only a large amount of groschen, but also something else. Nothing valuable, just a dagger which will be rusty by now. Please bring that to me too, as a memento. Good luck, Henry, and thank you.
Где это сокровище?
Can you tell me again precisely where this treasure...
Ну, ты уже все рассказал. Почему именно этот клад?
Well, couldn't you just donate some other money?
It seems peculiar, I admit, but this treasure has more than a monetary value. It's the embodiment of my guilt, as Johanka said. We are those sinners, and we must rebuild those walls. That's why it must be this money, even if it were only 1 groschen.
Кому я должен пожертвовать?
When you were talking about donating the money for the common good, what did you have in mind?
The Virgin Mary chose Sassau as the place to reveal her message, didn't she? You don't have to go any further than the Rathaus or the Church of St. Martin. Both places carry the same weight for me. The important thing is, I know Bailiff Hashek or Father Fabian will handle the donation better than, say, the monastery.
Что насчет лечебницы?
Wouldn't you say Johanka's infirmary is working for the common good?
Certainly, but its financial affairs are handled by the monastery, which has a very poor record in that respect.
Попробуй сам сказать это Йоханке.
Then you can go and explain to Johanka and the wounded yourself that they'll suffer on just because you're worried the monastery will build more scaffolding for your money.
That's not how I meant it. It's just that, as a Colleen councillor, I had a certain property dispute with the monastery.
And you'd let my former Skalitz neighbours and Johanka suffer on because of some personal grudge? Do you really think the overseer would give them nothing when it's his duty?
I'd rather the Rathaus or the church had the money. I suppose you're right. I'll allow a donation to the monastery.
Кому я должен его пожертвовать? Расскажи мне сокровище.
Tell me again about this treasure.
Историю я понял.
I don't... But...
Воу-воу-воу. Все рассказал, ничего там интересного. Уже столько раз я это все слушал. Ага, понятно. Прошел мимо кожевника. Это в Сазаве. Вот здесь сейчас я стою. Прошел здесь, тут же каменоломня. И ручей. И он такой, о, между каменоломней и ручьем. Ага, что дальше? Идем. Написано там вверх по течению. Но раз течение идет туда, значит это не вверх по течению. Значит, имелось в виду вверх по течению вот этот ручей.
Here's a stream. I've got to follow its course upstream, deeper into the woods.
Арбуз. И ножик. Кто-то целых 2 арбуза сожрал. Сейчас я этому скажу. Ищи. Так. Ну и вдоль я буду идти. Сейчас должна мне попасться какая-то тропка. Вон она. Не она ли? Ага, ступеньки, по которым я не могу забраться. Это прекрасно. Нет, тут тропки нет. Но этот что-то нашел. Хотя, возможно, вот тропка еще. А куда пес идет? Интересно.
I reckon I can't be even halfway. That forest trail must be higher.
А, гнездо, наверное. Самогон, наверное, еще нашел. Опять ветки, которые перешагнуть не могу. Так. Он олень. Тропка, ты где? Это не тропка. Какой-то лагерек.
Here's that footpath. This is definitely the right way.
Шапка. А вот и тропка. Ты сколько катился? Как там шапка могла... Странно. Какой-то участок квадратный. Так, а что у меня там? А, ну да, я же не смог отдохнуть нормально, потому что меня проповедница наша обоссанная подняла с кровати. Причем сама не спит. Она просто поднялась с кровати. Так. Можно крендель забрать. Пригодится. Тут еще сундук. Приготовить. Дубик.
Poaching, are we?
No, I'm on guard against Kumos here, see?
Половиков?
Oh, on the lookout for cumos, are you?
Aye, the whole countryside's full of them. You must have smelt them yourself.
Oh, I can't say I've smelt any cumos here lately.
You haven't got a nose for 'em. Quimos have a funny smell about 'em, see? Like a mouldy foot rubbed with blueberries.
Место тайника.
Is there some abandoned settlement somewhere nearby?
Aye, at the end of the trail through the woods. Just follow it and you'll get to this mysterious kind of place. I saw some mercenaries going there not long ago, probably hunting Quimos. That ain't my style though. I'm more of a sneaky fella. I like to spot them at a distance or crouch behind a wall.
Таинственное место?
What's so mysterious about this place?
There's a lot of lairs and dens, valuables left by ancestors. You only have to put your ear to the ground and listen to the stones, know what I mean?
I don't, but I can imagine it.
Even the branches whisper sometimes.
Угу. Еще наемники какие-то. А если поговорить еще раз? Нельзя. Так. В конце тропы.
What, you think you can stand in my path, Boulder? I won't give in that easy.
С камнем разговаривает. Так, пока животные. Пока написано только охоться, а не взять. Опа.
Dead and looted.
Что-то там этот нашел. Что нашел? От тропы еще, конечно, не хотелось бы убегать. Угу, что-то нашел, окей. Ничего интересного, нам надо на тропу возвращаться. Вот она. Опа.
Dead and looted.
Только кто это, непонятно. Это и есть наемники? Или это обычные прохожие?
I'm here at last. I'll have to comb the whole place.
Распоряжение попечителя.
The bold knight, Sir Sebastian. I suppose I should tell him about it.
Не понял, что это? Я, доблестный рыцарь пан Себастьян фон Берг, настоящим поручаю воителю Прокше и его отряду охранять сазавские леса и следить за соблюдением закона и порядка, защищать честную люд от половцев и других разбойников, а также искать онных врагов и разбираться с ними, как и полагается. Во всех этих вышеупомянутых вопросах они могут действовать от моего имени. Подписано в Сазаве и засвидетельствовано аббатом Петром, бла-бла-бла. Так, ну Павел был весь в крови. Опа, рычит. И мне кажется, что он не просто так
Who's this then?
споткнулся, он убил. Он всех убил. Да, блин, промахнулся. Ладно. Собака уже там рану какую-то получила. Неужели я его умудрился добить? Собака, отвлекай его. Да, блин, пролетает все мимо. Ой, ну что ты будешь делать? И привязывается камера, ну блин. Ах. Куда побежал? Все? Прям по голове. Что там еще, кто-нибудь есть? Ну это на сокровище не похоже. Можно, кстати, тут вздремнуть, чтобы здоровье восстановить. Че, я пока не голодный. Че гавкаешь? Здесь? Кинжал Павла и 2000.
Here it is. Groschen and a dagger.
А что ты шепчешь? Тут никого нет. Так, перевес. С заданием вот с перевесом разобрался, и задание вот появилось после. Реши, как быть с пожертвованием. Отдай деньги приходскому священнику, отдай деньги Рихтержу, сделай пожертвование на общее благо, отдай деньги в монастырь. Я бы Йоханке хотел. Вот что лежит в сундуке. Не знаю зачем они здесь. Этот сундук находится вот здесь. Помнишь? Мы когда только сюда пришли, лестницу можно было увидеть. Ну вот. Вот он, этот черт. Ну-ка. У меня новости насчет твоего клада.
So I went looking for that stash of yours.
And how did you get on?
Я его нашел.
There really was money there, and quite a lot of it. And I found that dagger. When you were talking about donating the money for the common good, what did you have in mind?
As I said, you've no need to go any further than the Sassal Rathaus or St. Martin's Church. I'm not absolutely against giving a donation to the monastery. I can only hope the overseer handles property better than before. Good luck then.
Интересно, вот с этой бумажкой. Типа все мертвые. Может, там половцы мертвые. Вряд ли он упал просто так. Короче, что-то странное. Решил все-таки Сазавскому этому отдать. Священнику. Ну, как этот попросил. Пожертвование Павла ради общего блага.
I'd like to donate quite a large sum to the Sassau Church.
Pro bonum commune, eh? Well, I'll be very happy to accept it. And I can even tell you what it would be used for. So you know how the common welfare will benefit.
Из чего я могу выбирать?
What could I contribute the money to?
Well, requiem masses for the dead can shorten the time the departed spend in purgatory. The greater the donation, the more masses I can say, and the more the saints will intercede. Our house of God is also in need of improvement. Having it decorated would certainly bring credit to the benefactor. It would also be possible to give all the money for poverty relief, so those who are not blessed with property have something to live on.
Я точно знаю, на что хочу пожертвовать.
I'd like to contribute to one of the things you suggested.
I see. Which will it be?
Панихиды, украшения костела, нужды бедных. Нужды бедных.
I want to contribute to poverty relief.
От имени Павла.
It will be in the name of Pavel of Colleen. I'm just his messenger.
How much are you giving?
1800. Всю сумму.
All of this.
It's a generous gift. I'm glad not everyone is turning from the true faith just because some woman is making a spectacle on the square. God bless you, lad. Take care.
Офигенно относится к ней. Так, чего? Отдал. Что там дальше по заданию? Прийти к Йоханке? А, к Павлу. Так, дело сделано.
I did what you asked. I donated the money for the common good.
Thank you. Who did you give the money to?
I gave everything to the parish priest of St. Martin's. It'll help the church a lot.
You know, I'd have done the same thing. Perhaps it'll ease my way through the gates of heaven. Thank you, Henry. And give my thanks to Johanka, too. It was an honor to meet an honorable, selfless man like yourself. God be with you.
Farewell, Pavel.
Good luck, then.
I'll bring it right away.
Все. Ну, я так понимаю, надо бежать. Угу. К Йоханке.